Sala olia, okanisa la vie. Mikolo mitikali na yo mosika te moninga. Oko kanisa mbongo, ozwina mobange mama. Oko kanisa mbongo, ozwina mobange mama. Like this song, Mpaka Lowi translates to Oldie Lowi, a song, by Franco that although seemingly takes a swipe at an old official in Mobutu Sese Seko's regime who enriched himself in the old age, reminds people actually to reflect on life. The song is about a man named Lowi who was an official, though he uses a different name here, but there was an official in Mobutu Sese Seko's regime who embodies these behaviors highlighted in the song. The man hates old age, always dyeing his hair and dating young girls, the age of his own daughters. He has distanced himself from his peers and cannot even join them in case a friend is in trouble, but rather opt to send money whenever a friend is in trouble. He cannot visit a friend who is in trouble, but only chooses to send money to that friend. So, right, good people, this is Papa Tony TV, and my name is Papa Tony Moto Importante. Once again, may I remind you to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and comment, of course, share it with your friends. Also, to remind you that we have a sister station called Congo Sounds Radio, which brings to you non-stop rumba music. So just find the link in the comment section. It is pinned there. Click the link and follow it. It will take you to our website, and then you listen to Congo Sounds Radio Rumba without borders. I'll see you. Anyway, karibu sana Mpaka Lowi. Actually, don't be like Lowi. Namo kilima pesa kapaka kilo, yo lingite mama. Yo mosala kobenga bana ya baninga bukola bamakangwe. Namokili ba pesa ka paka kilo. In the world, all the people are respected. That is normal. But you do not want to be respected because the way you carry yourself around, you really do not want to be respected even if you are old, because yo mosala kobenga bana ya baninga bukola bamakango. Because your work is to entice your friends, people, the friends whom you grew up with, you want to entice their children, into having affairs with them. Okamata kuto distance on a baninga. You have even distanced yourself from the friends whom you grew up with. The song features Franco himself on the vocals alongside Joski Kembukuta. There's Michelle Boibara, and of course you can hear Prince Yulu Mabiala also in the song. Yes, Namakambo Yabato Komakate. Whenever people have problems, you do not join yourself in the problem, maybe to empathize with them. And whenever you get the news about someone in trouble, you send money or tindimbongo. Yes, yeba etikali na yo mbula moke. You can hear Michelle Boibana's voice there. Yeba etikali na yo mbula moke. Know that you have very few years to live. Yope kozuwayo. It will also befall you. Bisonyo sotokotinda mbongo. All of us, we just raise money. We shall come together, raise money, and send it to you when your final day comes. Tit for tat is a fair game because you do not empathize with your friends. Instead, you think money is more important. Whenever people have problems, you do not want to get involved. Whenever they have problems. Yo kaka pe otindi mbongo. So you hear about it and then you send money. Yeba etikali na yo mbula moke. He's sounding some warning here. Know that you got very few years to live. And then the same problem will be at your doorstep. The song transitions at this stage. Sala olia, okanisa la vie. Mikolo mitikali na yo mosika te moninga. Like Sala olia, work and of course also enjoy the money, enjoy the fruits of your labor. Okanisa la vie, right? But mikolo mitikali na yo mosika te moninga. Your final day is not far away, moninga, my friend. Okokanisa mbongo, ozuina mobange mama. Hear this, okokanisa mbongo oyo, you will remember the money that you made in old age, so that this money most likely grew up while poor. Then in old age he got the money which most likely manipulated his thinking, disrupted his thinking, now distancing himself from the friends, but instead now using the money to entice small girls into having affairs with them. You think about that money. Yes, whenever a friend is in trouble, visit them in the house. Stop sending the money in envelopes. During those days there was no mobile money, so one would put the money in the envelope and then send it. Presence na yo elekimbongo moninga, because your presence is much more important than the money you send. Sometimes people want just to see you. Maybe someone is ailing in their bed, so whenever you visit, just your presence can make a difference than the money you send. Sala olia, work and eat, enjoy the money, yes. But also think about life. Kanisa la vi mikolo mitikali na yomo ikate moninga. Mikolo mitikali na yomo sikate moninga. The days remaining are not far away. You've got a very few days to live. Osina mubange mama. You'll think about the money you made in old age. Why do you wear two hats? A koti is a hat, and then when in plural it is bikoti. Why do you put on two hats? Balobio zalina mbumalilala na loboko. They say that you have a cyst or a swelling on one of your feet. That you are also bald-headed. That's why you put on two hats. Now we have come to the time of the year where you have now to harvest the oranges, lilala. Lilala is an orange, so that it has come to that time of the year where it is now time for us to harvest the oranges. This is too much, from Franco calling out these behaviors, but now he also did it, somehow immorally. Yeah, work it, but also think about life. Sala olia, okani salavi, mikolo mitikali na yo moninga te moninga. Mama, you definitely think about you definitely remember the money that you made in old age. Yes, osilisi yomboya propona zando, like you have even you have bought all the dye, all the black dye from the market. You go to market, you buy all the dye. You have finished the stocks because you want to dye your gray hair. You do not like seeing gray hair on your head. You want your hair to remain black because you have refused to grow old. You think by dyeing your hair you remain young. Your body is aging. You are old. Everyone knows it. Yeah, suki ya pembe la kisakayomo bange, because gray hair brings out your old age. Because gray hair indicates that you are old. One thing you have not realized is that whenever you grow old, it is your children's pride, to say that our father is old. Yeah, it's a pride to your children, but you do not realize that. You have swept all the gray hair on your head, by dyeing it. Na yombo is that dye. Sala olia, okani salavi, mikolo mitikali na yo mozika te moninga. Oko kanisa mbongo yo, osina mobange mama. Hey, Franco. Yeah, work it, and then also work as we also reflect on life. Sala olia, okani salavi, Mikolo mitikali na yo mosika te moninga. Oko kanisa mbongo yo. Ozina mobange mama. You think about the money that you made in old age, eh?
Baninga bokola otika bango distance.
Baninga bokola otika bango distance. So you know you have abandoned your friends whom you grew up with.
Okoma kokane la bana baninga bokola.
Now you can imagine, okoma kokane la bana ya baninga bokola. You have even now started, enticing the children of your friends whom you grew up with. The friends whom you grew up with, you are now enticing their children into having affairs with them.
Yo tatana papili kambonini okosala boye.
Yo tatana papili kambonini okosala. You are a father, you are a grandfather also. So what is it that you are doing? It's very immoral. Okotisa babombona kati ya voiture. So your car is full of candies and biscuits. You'll never see your friend's child, passing by you, passing in front of you. Mwana moninga leka kamata biscuit. Like when a friend's child passes in front of you, you say, hey, kamata bombo, hey, have this candy. When another one passes, have this biscuit, because you want to entice them using the candies and biscuits into your car. Then you have affairs with them. Kamata bombo, kamata biscuits. That's bad, eh? Sala obanza la vie. Work it also, but also reflect about life. Mikolo matikali na yo mosika te moninga. Oko kanisa mbongo yo. Sina mobange mama.
Olinga babenga yo na kombo ya papate.
Olinga babenga yo na kombo ya papate. You do not want people to call you by the name Papa or Father, because you say that you are still a young boy. Ela, it is bad manners.
Kobomba mana sima ya voiture.
Okoma kobomba na sima ya voiture. You are hiding behind your car.
Bana mikena karte babosa na yote mokete.
Bana mikena karte babosa na yote mokete. The small children, the young girls in the neighborhood have not forgotten about you. They know you are an old man.
Garçon, yo papa na papi. Oboy babenga yo papa.
Yo papa na papi.
Papa na papi.
Oboy babenga yo papa. You are a father, you are a grandfather, but you do not want to associate yourself with the name.
Yo papa na papi.
Oboy babenga yo papa.
Yo papa na papi.
Oboy babenga yo papa.
Yo papa na papi.
You do not want to associate yourself with the name Papa or Father.
Sala olia. Sala opanza la vie papa.
Sala olia. Okanisa la vie. Mikolo mitikali na yo mosika te moninga. Ozina mobange mama. Basically, good people, this is the song Mpaka Lowi, the old Lowi who has refused, to grow old. Always dyeing his hair, his gray hair, as he distances himself from the peers he grew up with. This is Papa Tony TV, and my name is Papa Tony. Muito importante. Till next time, tikala malamu.